back and don't know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the 22nd day of February and the second day of international tournament Fryslân Open 2024. And it's our second day of stream, second day of the tournament, second day of analysis, of bringing you the history and informations about this variation of the game. And for me, it will be another day of learning this beautiful tactical version of Draughts. My name is Damian Reszka, I will be your host tonight, and all the necessary informations can be read on the bar just below me. About the variant of this Draughts, about the tournament Fryslân Open 2024, what this tournament is, what is the prize pot, who plays, etc. and also the important necessary links about this tournament, which you can find also in the description of YouTube broadcast on the channel checkersTV, on YouTube of course. Second place where we are online is the Twitch channel Checkers Online TV, and once you go to leadrafts.org you can see the live confirmation notification about this stream in the front upper side of the website. So the plan for tonight's stream is like following the standings, analyzing the games. Also, I'll try to learn something about the opening traps of Frisian drafts by myself, because I've received nice book about those opening traps, and perhaps you will be interested in learning together with me this Frisian variation of drafts. So just I hope that next 2 hours, because this is how this stream is planned, will be nice enjoyable time for you. This is the second day of tournament. The third day and final day of this tournament will be played tomorrow, and on Saturday there is a Grandmaster tournament, and on Sunday there will be World Championship Frisk plates. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to write comments, to ask, to say something like Arthur on Twitch, hi to my Polish viewers, those comments can be displayed on the screen, something that you know already I really like. So, coming to the tournament, perhaps after 6 rounds that have been played already, we can follow the table, the standings, and as you can see there is non-player who hasn't lost a game. So after 6 out of 8 rounds of this tournament, there are top 3 players having 5 points. In Frisian drafts, just to remind you, for victory you get 1 point, and for the draw you get half of a point, so it's like in chess, not like in tournaments in international checkers. And having this occasion, seeing the top players that I'm not so familiar with, I have this booklet of this tournament printed, prepared, and in this booklet you can find informations about all those players, and I would like to know them better using this booklet, so let me do it. Once there is a huge part about discipline, about history, about different paper prints about this tournament. It's really nice to know something more about this new to me variation. Of course, I always knew about the fact that the Frisian drafts are being played, but I've never known any more information like I start to know right now. So Mr. Koistra is in the first place, and I would like to start reading about players, perhaps just as plays they are having right now. So Mr. Koistra, which number do you have? Core Koistra, okay, this is someone other. Where do I have it? Not on this side. Oh, perhaps there was some change, because Core Koistra is on 7th place. Who else? Core Koistra, not here. Okay, this is someone I don't see. There were 25 players on the list. Okay, so going next, Fede Kramer is the next player. Fede Kramer, okay, there he is, number 3. The co-founder of the drafts platform www.leadrafts.org, wow, and organizer of drafts tournaments, Fryslân in Groningen has earned a ticket for the Fryslân Open tournament in July 2023. So he was accepted player for more than half a year. In 2020. Fede already played the qualifying tournament Frisk and managed to secure a shared 5th place. He could well be a dangerous outsider this year, and definitely he is, because he is having the first place, exactly with Take Koistra. So some interesting thing to follow. Hello Limao Colirio, pardon. And does this channel have comments? Yes, there should be comments, but perhaps not Frisian and checkers already created by me. But you can still follow some other comments like exclamation mark up, etc. as I was promoting the application. Perhaps stream, some like that. Donates, of course. The creator of Lead Drafts, yeah, that's really interesting. Fede Kramer. Okay, going to the 3rd place. We have Mr. Timensma. Okay, let's try to find out this person and read something about him. There he is. And now I have pics of those players, so I can follow it. Without exaggeration, of one of the strongest players in the tournament. Okay, he's one of the favorites, definitely. Plays both international tournaments, international drafts, and the Frisian tournaments. When Timensma competes, most people already know he will end up at the top. He is a creative drafts player who goes to extremes and is a winner. And that is definitely the confirmation about this description, because he is having 3rd place right now, having 5 out of 6 possible points to gather. Then we have Mr. Henk Hanstra, okay, and his number is 14. Henk Hanstra has been playing in the Frisian Championship for years and is often close to the title. He's one of those drafts players who literally has the game in his genes, but nevertheless, or because of it, always manages to enrich opening theory with strong new variants. This is something really interesting about each variation of the game, because, you know, one part is just learning from the books that you already have, and if you are on the level of Grandmaster or Master International, for example, at least, then probably you know everything from the books, theoretical books that are made, because those books mostly are made from games or just using the assistance of the computer. And then you try to find out some new variations, some new versions of openings, for example. So it's nice that guy is looking for something on his own. Going further, Jele Wiersma. So this is the opponent of Łukasz Kosobowski from the 1st round. This game I was trying to at least analyze it as deeply as I could. Because, of course, when I look at the games, it's not possible for me to understand everything what is going on there. I'm quite new in this, and I'm sure that move after move, Frisian drafts are extremely tactical, difficult, and you need to check so many different capturing, jumping possibilities that it takes a lot of time. Of course, the tactical part of this game is amazing, and that was confirmed yesterday, and probably that will be confirmed today as well. So Jele Wiersma, where can I find him? Number 24. Okay, so Wiersma is also a very strong Frisian drafts player. He is the current Frisian champion. Oh well. He was the first to call himself World Champion Frisk in 2016. With the title of Champion Frisian Drafts, he has already qualified for the upcoming World Championship of Frisian Drafts, but that will be no reason for him not to fight for the top spot now. Okay, so reasoning of this description. This tournament is also a qualifying tournament for the World Championship Frisk that will be played on Sunday. And as I know, 8 top players from this tournament, from those 24 players, will get the qualification to the World Championship Frisk that will be played on Sunday. So definitely there Jele Wiersma will be playing, and top 8 players. The question is, if there is someone in the top 8 who already qualifies, then it means that more players from this tournament will qualify, because it would mean, for example, that top foreign out of Netherlands player Łukasz Kosobucki, who is now on 9th place, would have the qualifying spot right now. This is something I do not know at the moment. We will be watching the top 8 here too, but by watching you mean what? Because we will be watching the games definitely tonight. And now I just want to know something about these top 8 players, yeah. But we are at point 6 right now, and this is Auke Zajlstra. So let's try to find this player. Not on this page. Not on this. Number 2. He is World Champion Frisk 2023. Wow. So on Sunday he will be defending the title. After winning the world title of Frisk last year, Auke Zajlstra can safely be called the endgame specialist of Frisian drafts. In the strong field of participants of the Fryslân Open 2023, he finished in a shared 12th place. Many games lately are only decided in the end game, and in this he definitely has an advantage. I'm free Sunday, so I can watch it. Okay, so you mean the fact that World Championship Frisk can be streamed. If the games will be broadcasted on Lead Drafts, for example, and will be possible to follow it, why not? Perhaps I'll make another stream. At this moment, streams till Saturday are planned, but perhaps Sunday will be a good option as well. But I think more players than 8 will be playing there, because once some players already achieved qualifying to this tournament, probably more players than 8 will be playing in this World Championship in Frisk on Sunday. I don't know, we'll see it. Okay, number 7 is Mr. Koistra again, but another name. I don't know how to pronounce it, Kor or Sor or something. Pardon for that. Okay, number 15 in our booklet. Creative drafts player with theoretical game knowledge. Anyone who replays Kor Koistra's games quickly sees that he likes frivolous play, preferably postponing solid exchanges for as long as possible to keep as many flip flakes as possible in the game. So I mean, I guess flip flakes means pieces or checkers. And that's interesting, because what was possible for me to notice, I've seen that many games are about simplifying in the opening after no one traps any other player in some opening traps, and then exchanges, and perhaps most of the games between solid players found the result in the end game. So if someone just wants to keep as many drafts or checkers or pieces on the board as it is possible, then it means that person has a great calculation skills, because options that are to calculate just enormous big number, yeah. Going further, number 8, Mr. Martin Wallinga. So I believe this is the great promoter of this tournament. And what is here about Mr. Martin? Contender and world champion. For more than 30 years he has been playing at the top of the Champions League, and he is certainly one of the players who can be expected to establish himself at the top. Yet he is he still regularly misses the strongest continuation at the critical moments. Creative player who does not shy away from a tough game. And this is top 8 from Netherlands. And number 9, about Mr. Martin Wallinga, I have some bonus here, because he sent me probably some book made by him, which is 30 years of experience. That's right, Limau. He sent me his book probably, and here on the first page we can see Jurien Tolsma, champion in Frisian drafts, but I don't know what else is written here. But in this book we can see many different opening traps, for example, and some of them I would like to follow on this stream and try to learn it, how to use it, and those variations must be really interesting. If there is a part, because it's not possible to put there all your knowledge, but if there is a part of 30 years history of practicing, then definitely I need to follow some moment. And number 9 is Polish representative, and what is written here about Łukasz Kosobucki, who is the first non-Dutch player on this standing. Just let me find Łukasz. Number 6, Polish rapid champion. 5 times, and 2 times Polish classic champion. That's right, Łukasz was the champion 2015 and 17, as I remember. 35-year-old drafts player, lives in Minsk Mazowiecki, where he plays drafts and teaches drafts. He likes all drafts variants, such as playing on 64 and Turkish. Fryslân Open 2024 will be his first tournament in Frisian drafts. In his spare time he plays the game with his wife, who is also a drafts player, of course, Arleta, and friends, and watches matches of Frisian tournaments in tourney base. His former coach, Martin van Hortel, taught him to play Frisian. Yeah, together with Łukasz and Martin we were representing me for the short period of time, the Dutch club Sima de Vastezet, so that was the good time to know this variant of drafts, of course. And I was talking to Łukasz, and of course he is missing many interesting things, but also he calculates quite well, and he is able to find really nice continuations. And we could see that yesterday, and perhaps today we will see some as well, because he is having now 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses, which is quite a good result as the debutant on this tournament. I think it's a good result, of course. And number 10, perhaps it will be the last one to follow here, is Hein de Vries. Let me find him. But also I'd like to read about Alexei Domichev, perhaps. How experienced he is as Grandmaster International. Hide de Vries, a challenge. In his recent years, Hide de Vries has been making more and more progress in his game, and he's edging towards the top. At local tournaments he plays with the best players. Now for the first time he has taken the step to an international tournament. We are not only curious to see how he performs, but also whether he will be able to place in a top 8, which is certainly possible. Definitely it is possible, because he is only 2 places from the top 8. That would guarantee him competing in the Sunday tournament. Perhaps there will be a time to follow some other informations. I just don't want to do it during entire stream. So let's go back to LeadDrafts page, and perhaps let's start with seeing the games from today. Where is Seymour? Because I wanted to find, of course, you know what. studies with the games, and normally before I started the stream it was possible to see more here and find the games, the history of the games. Just how to find it. Watch current games, perhaps there is not, because those are the live games from the page. So about studies, could it be there? Fryslân 20, Fryslân open 24, okay. There is 47 hours ago, round 4, and we want to go to round 3. Okay, that way we found it. So let's check out what has happened in those games. So this is, I will just remind you about that the first move played 31-26 is already inaccuracy according to scan, and scan shows better variation, but this is really theoretical one, of course. Yep, and so just to remind me. Okay, so once again Petra Duszkova, despite the fact this is the round number 4, she plays this move that is considered a mistake perhaps, because after this one I know already that this is the mistake that is losing because of this opening trap. You sacrifice one piece, you play there and force your opponent to capture 3, you take, oh, not this one, 2 to the king, and after this one there is another capture of 2 pieces. So this is definitely good one, perhaps winning, but there can be some chances for the other side. For example, in game of Łukasz Kosobucki there was something like 9-14, maybe. What a great play, that's right, it's extremely difficult in the opening. I don't remember exactly how it was, but 2 more moves were played by Łukasz. This is not the position perhaps. Something like that, there is this exchange, but the king was made sooner. How it was, because Łukasz did play this move. Or something like that maybe. There is some combination with that. 1, 2, 3. And how many pieces you take? 1, 2, 3, 4. To open a king. Okay, I just can't remember, but this is the opening trap that everyone should be careful about, because this is easy to lose. And you know, just after few moves, so many combinations are possible to be made, and you need to calculate just a lot. You need to calculate in this variation just a lot. Just to remind you, the possibility of capturing on this variation of drafts is not only diagonally but also vertically and horizontally. So that was the option to exchange here, and this is what Petra played. And after this one, she falls for a combination. And how does it work? Let's try to find it by myself. So I will switch off the arrow and the engine. Okay, I know already this is the move to play, so let's try to find out what is then. If black pieces place here, there is this capture and this capture, okay, and there is nothing else, I guess. So let's try to find it by ourselves. How to make combination there? After this one there would be another capture here, and okay, there could be this possibility, so it's not working. So after this one, what is possible then? This one. After this one you would be forced to take there. And then what? This capture, and what then? Oh, can be difficult. Okay, there is another move, this. So this one, here, maybe here somehow, takes. To follow the combination we need to take this direction, white takes. And we take. And here. I don't know. I can't see it probably. So those two. This move to play. So it goes there. And after that there is combination, because I was kinda looking at it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the option. Wow. So this is the capture that I would probably never see. I would see it somehow after some longer time, but not in a quick way. Just take a look about that. So this is the combination that has been missed in this game. After this 41-47, this was played, but that was the move to play by Hein de Vries. Amazing, amazing. Sacrifice 2 pieces, here another 2, you take 2, your opponent takes 1, and you take 5 pieces that way. And the final situation would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 against 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11. So you'd have two pieces more. And each move, just move after move, there are such possibilities, amazing possibilities for both sides. There is an exchange, and that was not the best exchange, so but the better one was here. But Petra goes to the edge, and there is this exchange just to cover the base line, the king's row. And you know, analyzing all the captures, all the possibilities, move after move, this is just something amazing. And it requires a lot of brain strength to follow it. Another exchange. This is a mind-boggling version of checkers. Yeah, it is. Tactically, because you know, tactics, combinations are the most beautiful part of the game. And I guess that this variation is the most tactical way. So about making combinations, it can be just the most beautiful one. Definitely, it is my opinion. Okay, and that was another mistake. So how to use it? Just to make this exchange, and this is so losing, probably because there are some threats, like for example this one, here, some captures, perhaps including this move somehow. Or perhaps I'm misunderstanding that. That move was played. Okay, no combinations yet, but just waiting. And there is something like a free tempo. So we've seen such things already. Those attacks, because this is an attack, you know already your opponent's next move. And this is the time to prepare a combination, just sacrificing one, second one, and third one. And I believe we have seen something similar yesterday. This is the round number 4, yeah? Yeah. And that way, just take a look. So there is an attack, black plays, sacrifices another one, and take 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the game was finished soon, once black pieces were just close to the king. What else? Oh no, this is the round number 3. So that was followed by us yesterday, but not so deeply, I guess. Round number 4. This is the one that I wanted the analysis to start with. Okay, so this is the game between Leo van Dorp and Hide de Vries. Oh, this is the exchange that I haven't seen yet. And this is a mistake probably. So it was possible to take a piece already. This exchange and taking 2, that's right. That way the piece could be taken just in the second move of the game by black pieces. So the right direction to capture was this one. Quite interesting one, but other move was played by black pieces, and this is the exchange made, and those 2 pieces taken. Okay. Where am I watching this? On leaddrafts.org, Adam. On leaddrafts.org. Oh, this is something that really can make your brain working. Okay, this game was probably ended at this moment. Hein de Vries, Auka Zylstra, so those are good players, definitely good to follow, and this is the exchange that we have seen sometimes, and this 27 was occupied that way. And there is an exchange 2 for 2, okay. So this is sort of probably known theoretical opening, and they are choosing the best move moves suggested by Scan. Another exchange here and occupying 27. Okay. There are some moments in games, like, you know, not requiring a lot of calculations. For example, the part of this part of game as only captures and jumps like this are to analyze, something like that. Just players know that they are playing this game calm and just waiting for the end game, I guess. But if you try to keep many checkers on the board, then it is extremely difficult. So this is an advantage of white pieces, and as we can see, Hein playing white pieces won this game. So perhaps he knows how to use this slight advantage, but just after this move, for example, advantage is gone, because Scan was suggesting to play there and to take tempos back. And there was a combination. Was it played? Okay. So what was the option after that? Okay, let's try to analyze that. We play here, he takes. Where to take now? That way the combination ends. That way, 2. Okay, we have to take 2. He takes. This is the only possibility. And what then? And what then? Oh, just 2 to the king, okay. Oh, there is another option here. So that way, white pieces did have the possibility of winning one piece. Oh, it's not easy to follow. So in that position, Hein de Vries could play this move, this combination, 30-40. Takes, take 2, takes, sacrifice another one, because the other option was 2, but it was giving the king. This king could be captured. No, could not. And this is the best move, to lose only 3 pieces. But that didn't happen in the game, as this move was played, the exchange. Still it looks like winning one. Still the same combination is working, of course. And I think that it happens that way many times. If something is missed by a player, you just miss it till the end, because you calculate some variation of capturing once and then you just leave it, because what to do with it? If you think that this is calculated and analyzed by you, there is no point in calculating that again. Here was the sacrifice of 2 pieces, probably that was the necessary move to play, or just some mistake. Okay, so after something like that you have 1 for 3 and still losing. So I think there was not a good move. The best one showed by computer is this one, just to let your opponent take 1 for 2, and 1 piece advantage should be probably winning. So it looks like Hein de Vries, despite the fact he didn't make the combination that I mentioned, he deserved to win this game. Okay, that was played 30-27, 20-25, but still Scan shows this is the best move to play. And this exchange, theoretical one, okay, but there are many, I guess, possibilities. Oh, if that is the capture, because once the capture is here, 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 then this way you capture in the opening. But here it was taken another way. 31-26, 14-20. It also looks like some inaccuracy actually, but how to use it? Okay, there is an exchange, so I think this piece can be threatened, because you can somehow take to the king that way. Perhaps this is possible. Here, here, exchange, another like not so perfect move. After all, white pieces did win this game, but how? Marty, what is the time control? 40 minutes plus 20 seconds, as far as I know, and the game lasts about 2 hours. That way. Do you think it's easy thing to do to play that game on this time control? Because for me, if I would have 40 minutes on one move, perhaps I would be able to calculate something, but I would be just exhausted after 2 moves or something. From my point of view, it's just unimaginable to calculate so well. You need to play thousands of games, like in each variation of Draughts, to be able to play on a strong level. And I'm totally understanding the fact that you can be a well-experienced player and you play the end game of this game and you are losing for some simple combination that you could miss. Because analyzing so many tactical possibilities during entire game, it has to be exhausting. And I think that players now are just refreshing themselves, resting after 6 hours of these calculations a day. Because I think during international Draughts game, you just make less calculations. Maybe it's less exhausting. Okay, there was some combination to be made. Even 5 hours wouldn't be enough for this madness, yep. Have you ever tried to play this? Friendly games, but perhaps you played some friendly games, because I've played few, so maybe you too. But the question is, Marty, if you ever participated in some online tournaments, for example. So let me try to understand why this move should be played, 35-30. Definitely, we have 2 options of capturing 4 dark pieces. So perhaps after this one, this move would be played. And after this one, you take 1, 2, 3 to a king. Okay, I have something. And after this one, the same. Here, that was easy. That was something I was able to find. That's right. Here and here to 34. So this is something Dickie van der Meer didn't find, and I did. Because computer told me that there is a chance. And finding such moves like 35-30, it's unimaginable, come on. Because, okay, it's tactical move, of course, but, you know, at some moment of the game, you just have created the position where this move begins to work, because before that, it was just not working. Congrats, yeah. Yes, but I'm terrible. Perhaps we could face each other, Marty, one day, one time. Because I'm terrible too on this game. What else? So this 47-41 was played, still a huge advantage of white pieces, and this piece was sacrificed. Why? Why this piece was sacrificed? Okay, there was a threat. If something like this was played, then this possibility comes into play. You can sacrifice 1 for 2, and this is the threat you can't avoid. Just geometry of this 1 for 2, it's unbelievable. So this move was not played, this was sacrificed, and how the game was played then. Okay, now another threat was played, so that was the option, yeah? I mean, if such move would be played here. Ah, okay, 3 for 3. That exchange. Still better for white, but playable, perhaps, for dark pieces. Because in the beginning I was thinking about this, but it is worse. But for me it looks like the same. Sure. Now we are learning. Yeah, we are learning all the time. So, this sacrifice was made. Still this was working. Yeah, just to have 1 piece more, yeah? Here, oh, even here, Scan says, to make it 3. And in this position you have equal number of pieces, yeah? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, yep. The reason why it is winning for white, I guess, is the breakthrough. is just the breakthrough. Perhaps that way, but it was not played. But what was played? Here, exchange, not that direction, there. And that was a draw possible for dark pieces. So the job is to sacrifice this one and probably this one to exchange. And I guess that in this case, this 27 piece is a strong one, because you see, this one can be played, and after this one there is an exchange. This is one of the greatest looking exchanges in all the types of drafts, because you are just giving king and you freely take it. So this is a nice one. Okay, going further. This exchange was not made. Oh, was actually. Okay, so it was played. And this is a mistake, inaccuracy. Okay, so the best move was 37 just to exchange this king. So it looks like this game could be decided on the side of dark pieces. So what has happened here? Oh, that is the mistake probably. And from minus 1.7 you get plus 1.7. So the difference is 3.5 pieces. So what should be played? And you play the best move, and now the position is equal. Okay. Wow! Just take a look at that. So I believe experienced players are playing here. Pete Sigma. Let's try to find out something about this player. Draughts and chess player. Pete Sigma playing dark pieces here. Sigma is someone who only started playing Frisian drafts after moving from Snake to the village of Hartvard, which can boast a strong Frisian drafts club. By now he plays a formidable game, and his opponents know not to underestimate him. Okay, so he is not quite experienced one, but Dickie van der Meer. Dickie van der Meer, where can I find you? Because I want to know something about those guys that are just not finding the best possibilities, which is absolutely understandable for me. So, strong player from Terherne. A resident of Chameleon village Terherne, van der Meer will no doubt feel right at home at the tournament held mostly on the water. He recently qualified for the Dutch Championship. He has been playing for years, and every year we see progression. The opponents know they have to take him into account. Okay. So this is the story behind it, and the right move to play here was to exchange, and this is winning. Okay, because there is a combination. You take 4 pieces. So you would be forced to take here and of course back, because there this piece would be taken. And this is winning for a white. Quite strange to me, but after this one, this is still winning for black. Okay, still better, but not winning maybe. Minus 2.2 and the draw after that. So this is how scan works, yeah? Minus 3.2 and after the move there is minus 0.3. So like equal position. And now it starts to be better for white. And this is winning for white, and this is a draw. Whew. Something unimaginable to follow. So this move was winning Y. Of course this can be played because of these exchanges, and no, still it was winning for white. Something I would not be able to calculate. So what would happen after this move? Okay, scan shows this sequence actually. Here. Oh, okay, because there is this majority. And using the majority you just win the piece. Okay. So the other option was to play here, but after that there is a waiting move, and there and here. This is the threat. Okay, maybe not yet working. Just takes, and okay, and finally you would be able to take this piece. So I thought that somehow this sequence of those two pieces could be a good one and could save you from losing a piece, but it turns out that nothing can be safe, and you have to be aware of everything just. So okay, finally it happened, the continuation that we see, and they gave pieces, there is majority, and in the end king captures out 2 that way, and this will be lost on the next move. Quite interesting. Okay, this is the game Łukasz Kosobucki has lost, the only of the day. So this theory was played, this sacrifice, this exchange 2 for 2. So probably Łukasz did play it quite well and lost it in the end game. Because you can see 23 moves of this game and still equal position, which for Łukasz is quite a good result. Playing against strong Frisian Draughts opponents. Here you need to cover the gap, of course, exchange. So in this position there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 against 9. That was even better for Łukasz? Okay, perhaps not. Another exchange. Okay, I know how Łukasz lost it. I've seen it, yeah. At first glance, nothing happens here, and perhaps Łukasz did not have much time at this moment of the game. And that was the reason of this move. And after that, quite a simple combination. Taking into account that this is the Frisian Draughts. So it was quite simple because it was only about giving 1, second one, and taking 2 to a king. And the game was done soon. So here 2 pieces could be sacrificed, and how many the king would capture? 1, 2, 3. And as far as I know, 1 king even on the main diagonal, cutting 3 pieces off, is still a winning position. What was funny for me, Łukasz wrote me today the information that he didn't know even if the priority of king's jump, king's capturing is working, comparing to the majority that could be once you capture with the piece, so then to take with the piece or the king. Quite interesting one, and honestly I don't remember what is the option, but probably you take the majority and then the king is in favor of capturing. Quite interesting, quite. There was even Martin in the chat room. I don't know. Okay, Patrick against Petra Duskova, and Petra finally won the game. So let's try to find some moments, because we don't have enough time to follow all the games. Oh, and Petra did find this combination. Okay. Let me try to find it somehow. How could this be? You can follow it together with me, as this is not so easy one. So giving your opponent a king. Oh, okay, I see it now. This move. Then the king takes here, and you take like 1, 2, only 2 to a king. It looks like that. So that was the combination performed by Petra Duskova, and the power of king, and 3 pieces were given away, and the game was finished that way. Okay, I'll check out if there were some mistakes in the opening. Just slowly go to the decisive moves. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and for me it's impossible to understand why there is an advantage of black pieces. 2.5 advantage, and here was the losing. Okay, some combination. Let's try to follow it. Here and here. This is some. Okay, and this one, and 4 you take. Nice one. 1 2, 3, and you take 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quickly winning a game, and that was the decisive move. Almost. Still, dark pieces did play that, and now something has to be sacrificed after each move. After each move there is a capture, of course. Let's go further. Just let me remind you that if you would like to see some additional information about this tournament or just the Frisian Draughts, Fryslân Open 2024, the history, the people, etc, etc, you can go to the website frisiandraughts.com. This page is also available to find in the description of the YouTube broadcast, and there as well you can find the link to the YouTube broadcast, YouTube channel of Frisian Draughts, of this World Frisian Draughts, where Alexander Schwarzman, 5-time world champion in international drafts, is analyzing the games live. So this is something interesting, definitely. This is something interesting, definitely, to follow. Cierk Herbert Tuleken. The game was played like. Okay, let me just scroll it a bit. So, when good players play against each other in first 20 minutes, there is like not so easy to find a decisive moment of the game, and that was a mistake by black pieces. Okay, because of simple no 1, okay, for 3 and not for 2. Probably black pieces did see the same as me, so that after this king there will be this capture, but there is capturing the majority here. And this piece is extremely weak probably, and the wing is weak, so it's easy winning for Cierk Wajbenga. Pardon. Alexei Domchev against Martin Wallinga. So Martin is really experienced, as we already know, 30 years of experience for this player, and also great promoter of the Frisian Draughts variation. And in this position Alexei Domchev just surrendered. But how the game was played? Perhaps this is valuable game to follow, so let's take a look at it all. Okay, this is exchange that is possible, we know that already. That is some mistake from white pieces, but how to use it? Another exchange using the corner. Oh, okay. This is one of the best moves to play. How to follow it? Is it something that Martin knew or found? You sacrifice 4 pieces and you take 3 to the king. But this is still not a winning one, because this is the move to play and there is this 2 for 2. Wow. So from this moment you need to calculate the combination, the fact that you will be on the move, and the fact that your opponent can trap your king in this exchange 2 for 2. And I'm really curious if Alexei Domchev did see it. I would like to know that, if he saw it, entire variation. 2, another 2, take 3 to the king, 3 tempo, and capture of the king. So, Martin occupied this square 31, and I think this is a really nice one, and during yesterday analysis that was my conclusion, that this piece is good, because once white pieces will play here, there's this move possible, and until this piece stands here, there is no such easy way of developing through the square number 32. Oh, there was a combination here, and I believe I can see it just now. Here, double 3 tempo, and you take. That's right. And that's winning one. So once again, attacking your opponent's pieces is always a big risk. I think that I haven't seen a normal good attack that worked, because every time behind the attack there is a surprise. there is just a combination of the opponent. But this time, this one would be findable for me, I guess. The one that Martin missed. Here, here. You know what they say, you cannot judge the winners, but still, if there was a combination, you should make it. But this move was played, and okay, it was not necessary to escape with this piece because you did have this exchange. So it means the game has been decided a bit later. And now Martin finds the combination. Let's try to find how this worked. So after this one, white takes this one here, and you would take, so perhaps not. So what after this one? Here, to the king? Perhaps to the king would be on this capture, and you can play this move. King captures, and you take one, and what else? 1, 2, 3. So that would be an exchange. So something different should be played here. Here? Okay. Oh, there is this sacrifice. Nice. What I really like about combinations performed by Martin is the geometry, because this is so different from the standard ones, and Martin uses in this vertical, horizontal, diagonal direction, just changing it, and it makes it really, really difficult to find. 3-4-3, that's right, 3-4-4, that's right. Did you see it, Marta? 1, 2, 3 that way. And you know, many different pieces involved in this combination. Because after this one, capturing for 1, 2, 3, 4, working. Łukasz Kosobucki is on the chat. Siema, pozdro z Franeker. So, greetings from Franeker. Jak tam nastrój przed jutrem? I powiedz mi, jeżeli wiesz, czy jeżeli ktoś ma kwalifikację z tej 8, a ty będziesz 9, to wtedy wchodzisz do tego WC Frysk, czy nie? I'm asking Łukasz if once he will be on 9th place, for example, and someone from the top 8 has the qualification already, if Łukasz will be playing in the World Championship Frisian Sunday or not. Just to clarify that, the thing that I do not know. And this is the way how Martin defeated Alexei Domchev. Then the game between Tess Slakter against Renaud Bray. Yep, but once I knew there was a combination. Okay, good for you. And that game was decided on 13 moves. How did it happen? That allows me to follow entire game. Okay, half of the game without an advantage of any side. And the game was decided here. What? Okay. Just sacrifice of 3 pieces for free, and the game was done. Jelle Wiersma won this game against Mr. Timmensma. Fölke. I would try to pronounce it that way, and that is the position after 25 moves. A slight advantage of white pieces, exchange, and now advantage of black pieces, and now big advantage of black pieces. So what has happened here? This is again the advantage that I cannot understand. So perhaps after this move such possibilities could be played here. Okay, or just going to the wing. Perhaps can indicates that advantage is the reason of a wing attack, but I don't think that positional strategical plan can bring you so big advantage, because so many combinations are just on the way. But it looks like it was totally winning for black. And that was the mistake. Okay, because that way Team Enzma just lost 2 pieces for 1. But it was not necessary, yep. That was the move to play. And after another one, just swing attack. There is a threat of capturing, you need to escape. And what? Just waiting? The problem of white pieces could be that they have no place to go. This one works well and this one works well. So every time you go to 17 or 18, another piece takes. So I think that that could be the strategical victory. That could be the strategical victory. And what has happened after the blunder? That move. Okay, I know. So that was taken and now no chances to even draw it, but there is 1 piece of difference and already black piece is surrendered. I think it is playable still. Siema XYZ, dziękuję za łapkę w górę. Hi XYZ, everyone who is present on the stream, I will be very grateful if you subscribe to this channel for the international drafts and Frisian drafts and American checkers and Brazilian drafts content, because all variations of drafts can be displayed and showed here on checkersTV and Checkers Online TV on Twitch. And if you are already subscribing, don't forget to leave the thumb up under the video, it will help us to promote the drafts all over the world. Fedevirsma, another game, and he lost to take a Koistra, and okay, so they are good players, so perhaps the game was decided later. Okay, there was an advantage kept by Mr. Koistra, and finally this combination was made to sacrifice 1 second, another to wow. Okay, so it has to be found here. Quite a tough one, okay. So sacrifices, takes. How it was to give here, that's right, and here, and now how to take all of these pieces? Oh, my mind will blow. I try to imagine that, how the final capture is once again. Here. Which piece takes them? Oh, there. I didn't see this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that way probably 1 piece more for the black pieces. 2, 4, 6, 7 against 2, 4, 6, 8. And the game ended here. And Mr. Koistra against Fedekramer. So here it was a draw. Okay, there was a decisive move. This is equal. There is some inaccuracy, and after that there is a combination. This 45-40, and it was played. It's just easy one. 2-4-4, yeah? Well, oh, okay. Perhaps not. 2-4-2. He takes. And he has done a losing move. So from victory position, Mr. Koistra made a mistake and lost to Fedekramer. Okay, because probably he wanted to get a piece of advantage. Or just wanted to make it equal. So it's like dark pieces have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dark pieces have 1 piece more. And they have losing position right now. Okay, perhaps all moves are not possible to play. Let's count it. So after this one, you take 1, 2, 3. Okay, after this one you take 1 to 3 again. This one is about giving 2 away. This one is about just simple standard shots, but with another capture here. So this one is about here and here this way. And this one is about waiting. This is the last move to play here, and all the combinations work now. And you finally need to give this, okay, 1 for 2 that way, and you are going to the king. Wow! Really nice, really nice position. So it means that that way, from this moment, you should calculate the piece loss, 1 piece less and winning position, but not that way. This 43, 39. Really impressive, really impressive. But unfortunately white pieces didn't find it for themselves, and still it was a draw after this move. 4 against 4. But this is losing. So playing such endgames. What will be played after this? Okay, you go just to this line. And you can't move the piece because it will be taken immediately. And after this move, you sacrifice. Go here, another king to be played, and just wait for your opponent to give your pieces away. Quite a nice one. And that was the round number 4. That was the round number 4. Łukasz, if you are here, jeśli jesteś Łukasz, to możemy się nauczyć jakichś pułapek. If you are interested in learning some stuff, some opening combinations from this book of Martin Wallinga, published in 2017, 70 opening traps probably, and perhaps 40 problems in this book, but there is only Dutch, and this is the first version of the rated one. This is from Jurien Tolsma. Okay, we can follow this position. I will just switch the position. I will switch the book to the other page, so it will not be disturbing us. And let's analyze that. So learn studies and my private studies, most popular, date, newest. I have prepared it already. Okay, so this is something prepared by this Frisian champion. 31-26, 20-25, 37-31, 14-20, 32-27. There is this exchange. Everyone plays that, and the question is if this is the only move to play, because that is a mistake. That is losing for 1, 2, 3. Okay. That mistake because this piece is weak one. Okay. That one here, and probably there will be always a threat about this piece. This we know already is a mistake. Is it? Yeah, because of this 1 for 2. Okay, so it means this is just a probably only move to play in the position. Takes, 11-17, 46, 18-22, 33-28. So that was played by Petra Duszkova, I believe. Here. 49-43, 5-10, but this looks like an inaccuracy. 5-10, 41-47, 10-14, 31-27. So I know that Jurien Tolsma was not the one using computers, of course, and he played everything so precisely in this opening. 31-27, 17-21. Is there any majority? No, there is not. Exchange, takes. Now this exchange, 46-41. Here, and you take How? 37, 46. Okay, back. 7, 11. 46 to 7. Slight advantage of white pieces. 41, 47. 7, 12. There's a question mark in this book. 27, 22. Oh! Take a look at that. So Scan is not seeing that. So this is something I just cannot follow. So Scan is not seeing this move, and after this move there is 2.6 advantage. I don't know how Scan engine is written, but if this is written that way, that after few normal moves there is some forcing, perhaps it is not seeing that, but after just one move there is a shorter sequence of moves and it is followable for him. 27-22 and 19-24 is a mistake, despite the fact that probably dark pieces are performing some combination here. Here, dame, 24-30, takes, take 2 to the king, and 43-49. Okay, I will just switch the engine off to follow that. 49 takes to 19, and what would happen if would take here? This capture of 2 pieces, and how many we can take with the king? Just 2. Okay, opened position and a victory. So dame takes here to 19, and there is this move. Okay, so there are 2 captures possible. This one, but after this one probably, 2 of them. Here, takes, and king captures 3 pieces. And the other options here. No, okay, you must take the majority. And the priority of taking with the king, okay. So this is how it works probably. Oh, because it's not over yet. You take to 5, you must. 15-20. So there is another capture of the king. And what is the score in this position? Zwart is 1 and very least darper on the blau. I don't know it. So it would mean that in this position white pieces have an advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 piece of difference is probably quite a lot. Are you able to follow it, or is it just too difficult? For me, it's extremely difficult. But it's like I would like from the very beginning to master this game, which is not possible, of course. Then we need to slowly follow it. So that was the first position on this game. But we can not add members, but add chapter. Starting board, Frisian variants. One more time, let's try to follow this opening combination, and after that I'll analyze the round 2 games. I just want to see how Łukasz won today. 14-20, here the exchange that we know already, 11-17, 46-41 and 18-22. So we know this combination already, that it works. So this is one of the most favorite combinations probably. If this is on the first pages of the booklet of Martin, then it has to be really, really known. And here in this position, the move that should has been played. 34. Okay, I mean the other move that should be made. So without that, without playing 41 to 37, this one should be played. Oh, this is the another option of combination probably. Here, and you take here, and the combination is like that. Here, here. Okay, and simple, like international. Here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 even you take. Takes another 2. This way is even more profitable. Takes here, 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 and here. Amazing. Okay, so that was the option, and another option is to take here to 29 and still 6-11. So this is really tactical move to play here 18-22 in this opening. So white took to 29, 6-11 was played, and still 22-27. And it is winning because of the piece advantage. And another option is to play 32-28. And there is another combination, 6-11. Here and 20-24. So the same idea, but the capture goes differently, but it's still winning. Okay, 2 pieces to take. That way. And what is the result? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 against 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So 1 piece advantage for black pieces. It's worth to know all those combinations then, yeah. And this opening goes further, and I will follow it, but probably during the other streams day. Quite a difficult one, quite a difficult game. Okay, learn, study, Frisian. Fryslân. And what do we have? 2024, round 5. Yeah, this is what I wanted. So, let's start maybe with the game of Łukasz Kosobucki, who has defeated Pete Sigma. Łukasz probably is watching the game right now. Legia Warszawa against Molde in Confederation Cup. But unfortunately, Polish team is losing 2-4 right now. And how did Łukasz win this game? This is a mistake already? So everyone takes here. Probably that was the opening already known by Łukasz, that after this one there is this move to be played, and after this one this move. That we know from the opening and book of Martin. But Pete took that way, and Łukasz did take the best possible option here, and another exchange, and there is already minus 1.3 piece advantage for black pieces. So it looks like Łukasz was playing that good. That was a mistake, perhaps. So the attack of the left long wing is launched by Łukasz. Ooh, 3-4-2. So he lost 2 pieces that way. But was necessary to play that? If he played something like that, perhaps there was a combination. That's right, this one and this one. Here 2-4-3, and here, 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 and 3 again. Quite impressive game of Łukasz Kosobucki, I should tell you. So that way he lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 pieces against 9 probably. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. 2 pieces of difference, so it was just to be finished. The game did last 44 moves, so it was perhaps one of the longest ones. Okay, so let's take a look at other games. Here it was decided already. Okay, so perhaps that happened in the opening of the game, but Koistra against Jelevirsma. So Jelevirsma lost this game. Oh. Because of this combination in the opening? How did it go? How did it go? Because it looks interesting, and this is, you know, central square 28, so it was considered as a bad play. This is what I've heard before, but actually this piece probably led to make a combination. Okay, because there is a majority. That way you force your opponent to capture 2 pieces and to empty this square. 2 for 2, your opponent takes and you go to the king. That was unavoidable? No. So Jele just didn't see it. Perhaps there's some kind new variation, some invention. So I think that white pieces have 1 piece advantage right now, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's right, 1 piece advantage. In case of this attack, there would be just counter attack, right? So you take and you attack again, that's right. To master this game, it will take years. Okay, so simplifications, exchanges, and where is it going? And there was finally this attack and re-attack. So this is the reason probably to keep those 2 pieces. Even though dark pieces will occupy this checker here. On 31, after this attack, you still have this exchange. And the attack is necessary, of course, because otherwise the piece would be taken, because it is attacked here, at this point. Another piece taken, so it was just master maneuvering here. And after such move, this exchange would be made 1 for 1. It goes and waits and was captured on the next move. Great game. So, Mr. Timmensma versus Dickie van der Meer. Okay, a draw here, and game was decided later. Two, 4, 6, 7 against 2, 4, 6, 7. Ooh, how advantage jumped. Another what? So to the front it is winning and backward it is drawing. So what white pieces were afraid of? This is not possible, this is not possible, of course this is not possible. So this is a great lock, because 2 checkers, 2 drafts, 2 pieces are holding 4 pieces of opponents. So the only move to make right now is here and here. After this one, okay, this one is an exchange. So perhaps just Scan wanted to keep the lock. In case of such move, something like that would be just played to wait here, here exchange, and here, and finally Even this exchange is winning? Oh, this is not an exchange, this is a combination to the king. Okay, really nice. So it was possible to take forward. And once again, Dickie van der Meer led his opponent to occupy this square 29. Meanwhile, the necessary move to play on this position was to exchange 1722. And how to put in game those pieces? Here you exchange okay, there is an exchange that way. There is an exchange that way. And what with other moves? What? Even winning? Here? Oh, okay, because that was unavoidable. It's not easy to calculate all of those possibilities. It's not possible. It's not easy. It's not easy, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me excuse you for a moment. I will make 2-3 minutes break and we'll be back in seconds. And meanwhile, you can see the top rated game. And I'll be just back.
Tell me something else. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. Tell me something I don't already know. So pitch black and even she shadow. Coming you like you wanna see a show. Asking me about things I can't let go. Bury me, bury me. Kiss me out into the blackest stormy sea. Bury me, bury me. Kiss me out into the darkened stormy sea.
Okay, let's get back to analysis. What has happened in the last rounds? Can I just be back? I can. So what else did happen in that round? We know already how Łukasz Kosobuski let's play. Meno Kaminga, Alexei Domchev. So, Grandmaster International has won this game. But which way? Here. Of course, just reminding you that there are so many interesting tactical options in the opening and the middle game, but there is not enough time to follow it all. It looks like there were no possibilities of making some interesting combinations, but there finally dark pieces achieved a piece advantage. So how did it happen? I guess this one, central one, was a problem and was not possible to save it anyhow, because after this even you have 1 for 2 that way. So this is the way how Alexei Domchev won this game. And then slowly advantage of the side that has a piece advantage is growing, increasing, and finally 4 against 3, another exchange and just calculation. So this is the thing probably GMI can do well, and this is how he won the game. What else? Martin Wallinga against Tis Slachter, and Martin win this game. Okay, so this opening finally, not 31-26. There is an advantage of white pieces, nearly 1 piece. This is a good move. To 29 on this position. Despite the fact Scan suggested this one, but after this one advantage is nearly the same. So here, okay, so he sacrificed the piece and attacked it. The other option was to sacrifice this one to take 2 and back to 29. I thought of this one, but this is equal. Oh, that was not something that I wanted to do. Where were we? Somewhere there. Even before. Here. Like that. Okay, so still slight advantage of white pieces. Exchange, another exchange. And that is the move that my intuition would never let me to do. Okay, and this is not a good one, this exchange. So what I can see after some games played and followed by me, advantage of 1, 2 and even 3 pieces is nothing, because everything can change like in a kaleidoscope. So here this exchange was good, to the side. So this wing looks like without any troubles black pieces would just break through somehow. Another exchange, but you can see the evaluation about this position is equal. But after that, what happened? Because finally white pieces won this game. That was probably losing one. Here, here. And there is a combination right now. Okay, let's try to find it. We know that this move is played. So, here and here. And what then? Here. And if you take there, you take 1, 2, 3, 4. But it takes. Here, 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 here. Okay, but every time it looks like taking 4 on this square. Is it that way? Oh, that way you can take 4 pieces. Okay. And the other variation is the same. So after this one as well. Here, here, here and here. And you have 1 piece advantage on black side. but that was not played. But still the position was winning for black. Another exchange. How it goes. Totally winning for white, totally winning for black. So according to the scan evaluation, this move is worth 25 pieces. So it's the record probably. This one is winning. Okay, simple one. One for free. But perhaps there were some connecting problems with the internet on the playing hall during the game. Because lunch must have been good, players are taking places. This is something like... I've seen some comment about internet connection during the game. But this is losing because of this attack. That is impossible to avoid. Here, and you take 2 pieces. Meanwhile, that move has been played. Here, here. That is a draw already. This move should be played with this threat. This is okay, and you create this attack, and this attack in case of this piece escapes here. So many attacks possible in this position. Frisian Hawaii, blue. Nice to see you. I'll be there in a while. Nice to see you here, and once again thank you for yesterday's explanations. And it was really important not only to me, but also to Łukasz Kosobucki, what he told me today. That he didn't know some rules that I've been asking you, and after your explanations he did find the knowledge about that matters. So it's kinda strange that way dark pieces didn't win it. Okay, and you can see how it changes immediately. So after this one and this move, there is no possible way of avoiding this one, because even if you play here, the same combination is working, 2 for 3. So once again Martin Wallinga shows his skills on finding combinations. Petra has defeated Cierkwajbenga. How did it happen? That was winning already, that was better, that was better, that was worse. Okay. Is there a piece advantage? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 against 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so how did Petra take the piece of advantage? Oh, another combination. So from this moment, really nice. Very complicated endgame, that's right. Definitely this. It was. So, Petra did find a nice combination here. It could be started with this move, but Petra sacrificed this one firstly, and if this capture was taken, the same things happens here. So this is sacrificing 3 and collecting 4. But okay, and finally it was played that way, because but computer says that it was better to play it that way. 14 to 25, sacrifice another one and another to take 5 that way. And you have 1 piece more on white side, but perhaps position is a little bit better for black pieces. That's a classic motif too, okay. So it isn't good, you say, to leave pieces in that formation, so you can use this edge piece. Because after all, if your opponents play to the edges, then you should definitely try to build some formations and use some motifs that are using those edge pieces. So this is a really nice one. But it can look like you say, standard one. Give 2, take 3 or more. And slowly it was finished by Petra. Without important changes, yeah, and she just finished it well. And that was how this game found a result. Still some attacking chances the other way, okay. So here, okay, the mistake was made in the early stage of the game. So this sacrifice here, and okay, that was mistake by white pieces. Because no matter where, yeah, this combination worked. Really nice. And if you took there, the same thing would be played, yeah? Here and taking 1, 2, 3, 4. So this game was decided in the early stage of the game. Patrick Casseril won it against Leo van Dorp. This game has a similar shot idea. The round before, you mean, okay. This one we followed already. Hide de Vries, Herbert Tuleken. I'll just try to move to some decisive moments. Slight advantage of white pieces. Quite bigger one, and there is a combination, okay. Let's try to find it by myself. So this one, you take 1, 2, okay, and you take 3 just to the king. So it's a simple one. 4 pieces, pardon. So 2 more after that, 1 more after that. That was enough to win it. Renault Corcoistra. Classical opening. What? Here was the mistake. Okay, so this was a mistake, perhaps. And the right move to play is 940, and there is a threat of simple combination. 1, 4, 2. Oh, sorry, not to the king. So what is the threat? Oh, painful. But without that, after that, for example, you play here, here. So this is like positional, I guess. Or tactical will be improved. But that way the game was played, it was really nice. Here, here, and here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now white has a weak structure. Okay. Thank you very much, Frisian Draughts Hawaii Blue, for your explanations. This is extremely, extremely valuable for me and for us, the viewers, learning how to play Frisian Draughts. And the last round of this round was Auke against Porter Richardson. Piece 27 is a good target. So despite the fact that players want to get there in the opening of the game, it can be still a good target for the opponent. So this game was played a draw for a long time, like this 30-second move, and still. Okay, so this is 5 against 5. And so many games, 5 against 5 endgames, just find the result. Here 4 against 4, and here. At first glance, normal move, nothing happens, but actually after it, this is winning for white. So this move is played. You can't play here because, of course, you sacrifice 2 pieces. And there is nothing to play for black side, because exchange will just put you back. Oh, this exchange. So what was the idea? To play here and to force your opponent to catch. Playing here is winning as well. Why? Okay, so there is some other rule that I don't know. So if you can jump and take the king, then you are forced to take the king. You have the priority of capturing the king. It was not possible to take here. Black loses a tempo and can't promote in time. Okay. This is really important question now. This is something that I didn't know. If you can take the king, then you must take the king. It looks like that. And here the exchange was played and the game has been finished. Here, this one, and the last piece is taken. Yes, so you know, we learn all the time. We learn all the time. So it's time to find the study from the 6th round. So that was the last round played. Piece, king, 2 pieces. Okay. So majority, then king, then pieces. It's something worth to notice and to remember. The first game, Patrick Casaril versus Menno Kaminga. So there was some inaccuracy, but the position was equal. Finally, white pieces did win this game. Okay, and there was mistake. So here 0.3, here 2.3. Some unavoidable threats as well. That move to play here. So this looks quite strong, because you can use many columns to make combinations and still not many possibilities of capturing through this structure. And this 3-9 was played, waiting here, and finally the combination was ready to perform, the first one and the second one. So it was two-phase combination, first one and the second one, really nice one. And the game was done. Then Pete Sigma Leo Van Dorp, so I think that was the one decided quite quickly, so perhaps, what is Leo game? Okay, 6 games and 6 losses. So this player still looks for the first points to get in this tournament. Perhaps it will not be easy. Oh, so this is perhaps another theoretical opening, theoretical trap. You sacrifice one that way, then you sacrifice other 2, and you collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 3, 5, and 1 piece of advantage for white pieces. This was the shot you was talking about, okay. So this is something worth to notice after all, that you play that way, because this is the shot made after second move of the game. So definitely it's created and written in the theory. You create 2 holes and exploit them. This one can happen many ways. I know that many times I would lose with such one. But definitely I will try to play some tournaments after this one, after streaming it. So here the gap must be covered, and you can put this in the center of the board and just to take that way. The game was done here. Herbert Tuleken Renaud Bray. Ooh. So dark pieces won the game. Here a slight advantage, and that was the mistake. Can you explain me somehow how this 34-30 can be a mistake? How does it work? Because I barely can understand it. Why such move to the edge when you have the base line covered is a mistake. Another exchange and just waiting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, that was equal. Herbert neglected the left wing. The left wing. Okay. Piece 36 becomes easy target. Okay. So it's like attacking this piece somehow, or just using it on tactical way to get to the king, or somehow, or just making it, forcing to move to 31. Something like that, you say. Another exchange, and there is an attack finally, and another attack. So, oh, all the pieces were given away. Because firstly I thought that problem was on the right wing, but as you point, this piece is weak, and the problem is on the left wing. There is always the threat of going to 26. Okay, thank you very much for this explanation, it's really helpful. So, Łukasz Kosobucki has defeated this Slachter. From which moment? That was a mistake. There is this threat, so he had to use that one tempo to defend. Okay, so the move he made on the other wing was the right time to defend the wing when he had the weak piece 36. So this exchange works, and here is another threat going on. To capture here, for example, or here another way. And was played that way 1 for 2. So the only possibility maybe was to play here 2 for 2 using the majority, but still without the piece it will be played for black pieces. 1 for 2, and that was a good move, giving, okay, because perhaps what after that? Here, okay, and you secure the wing that way, as I understand. Otherwise, 2 pieces would be captured, but that way you just give yourself a time to make this exchange and to go to the king, yeah? So Tis decided to sacrifice this piece that way, but Łukasz was playing with 1 piece more and made another sacrifice and went to the king to win this game. Wow! How many pieces did Łukasz take? 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the road that king is making in this variation, it's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite an impressive victory of Łukasz Kosobucki. And then piece 15 can't defend 3. Okay. So, Cierkwaj Bemga, Alexei Domchev. This game was played in a draw. And there was some combination. This is similar one to the one that Martin made on the other round. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 3. Yeah, the same combination was made then. And this is losing. Why? Oh, again, the same combination. This works, yeah? Here. Takes. Here. Takes. 1, 2, 3. How is it possible that this combination was missed 2 times in this tournament, and even I did see it? This is strange to me. This is obvious, the free tempo, the attack, to play here and here. And this is the second time someone is not seeing this combination. Don't know, me either. Maybe in that kind of position you don't look for shots. Perhaps. But you know, they are finding, in my opinion, much more difficult combinations, but that one was missed for the second time. So there was a sacrifice in attack. Oh! And that is winning for white? So this endgame was not won by... Okay, so let me understand it. So Alexei Domchev here did have a chance to win it, but he was too fast going onto the king. So the option was to sacrifice it and play here, attacking this piece. So you can't go to the king because the king will take 2 pieces. You can't go here because even here is winning. And you must go there, and there you can attack, goes, and attack here, and you take 2 pieces of your opponents. Nice, really nice one. So Grandmaster International, I think, should calculate it, but perhaps he thought this is winning as well. But it was not, because of this move. Oh, and you must take with the king. Perhaps this is what he missed. Because if it is possible to take with the piece, of course this is winning. At least maybe in Denka I wouldn't do. Okay. What about promoting other way? Let me check. Still winning. Yeah, because you don't have this attack then. And after this move, you can't attack anyhow. And after this is not possible because of this. You take 2. And this one. Oh, there is this trap. Nice. And once you can't go to the king, you must play something like sacrificing another piece and winning endgame just, yeah? Even 2 kings against 1. Interesting one. So that game was won by black pieces, Henk Hanstra. Okay, equal game. That was losing one. And there was a shot. Quite a simple but effective one. So finally Hein de Vries didn't see this coming after this one. So the chances for the combination increase in the end games, definitely, despite the fact there are not many pieces. Here this game was won by Fede Kramer against Jelle Wiersma, so this is the only game that Jelle Wiersma lost. There were chances that he will lose another game. His opponent did have chances. Oh wow. That's a nice one. So it was equal until this moment. It was losing before. The 45-40-35 link is not good. 45-40-35. This link is not good, you say? with 4 or 5 pieces it can't defend well. If you attack it. This combination after this move is a really nice one. So the most difficult for me, okay, this capture is to be found, this one as well, but this move, you know, when king comes to the line where this piece is not on the side, but still can't be captured, but to find this attack that way, it's really amazing. And of course you touch the king's square, but you can continue capturing like a piece, so we continue to take there and you win the game. So Fede Kramer showed really beautiful way of winning this game. So there white pieces won the game, and when it was decided, okay, so very long time it was played a draw, and this was a mistake finally. Oh, nice majority. So you can calculate entire game well, and then finally happens something like that. And you can't take here, you must take 2 pieces using the majority capture rule. Here and 2 to the king, and that's the reason why Mr. Koistra surrendered. That's a nice shot for a puzzle. Yeah, that's right, absolutely. Of course, to everyone, solving puzzles is the best way to develop your calculation skills and imagination, and it's necessary to perform better at any kind of drafts. So try to solve it. Solving is the best way to perform better. Dickie van der Meer, Marten Valinga. So Marten won a game again. So that was better already for him. So Marten, I really like the way how Marten plays, but there was a combination possible for Dickie van der Meer. How it goes. Wow. And here, and to the king. No, but then it will be taken. And there is another combination. Here. Whoa, this way. Oh, because you take 5, okay. So again, combination that was not found in the game. But come on, just find it. Not easy to find, definitely not. Because I was thinking about this one. But this is equal just, yeah? Oh, sorry, not this one. There is not a piece of advantage, so the right move was the one that I've showed before. So still advantage of Marten, and how did the game end? This exchange. Securing the wings, having 1 piece more. And another combination 3-4-2, going to the king and the victory. Fede Wiersma, Auke Zylstra. There was a mistake. Not that way, this should be the capture. And there was sacrificing 1 and taking 3. So it looks like an easy way to get a piece. Is it possible it was not found by Auke? In the game, Dickie ended up with too many center pieces. Yep, we know already this is not a good option to make. But missing this one, kinda strange. I don't know how he did miss that option. They find much more difficult combinations. Okay, so it was even better for white, perhaps even winning for white. Oh, this move should be played. And what then, after 2-8, this one, here. And double attack. And the piece would be gone. Meanwhile, this one gives this option of exchange. And computer wanted to take this way. Okay, majority and taking the king. And this is better for white. You don't know what I missed in the tournament games. I know what I missed and what I keep on missing once analyzing this Frisian drafts. So I can imagine everything. And this is losing. Because of a breakthrough. Simple one. So there was a simple thing that Auke missed, and on the simple way he did win this game. Yeah. Mr. Koistra against Miss Petra Duskova. Petra lost this game. So we know already about Petra's games that there is a lot of combinations, and she did find some interesting ones, theoretical ones. What Hawaii Blue says on the chat. 2 for 3 for 1. Equal pieces, but advantage for white ones. Because of the weak wing, what we know already. So Petra tries to save it somehow. But perhaps it's not possible. Just waiting and exchanging and limiting options of the... Yeah, and that was over because all the options of Petra Duskova were gone already. So she gave a lot of pieces away. And that was a draw. The question is if there were some chances. Probably not. So this Hide de Vries against Porto Richardson. It looks like they played a good game without missed combinations and without chances for the other side. Barely we can see such games. I'm just following the engine because I can't understand it anyway. Oh, there was a victory chance, okay. So now the options to draw it were that here, 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 you attack, you go, here you take, and there. And still it looks like better. But there is a draw. Here. Another attack. You escape, another attack. Another attack. And to cut it off on the main diagonal. Somehow probably it's a draw. But that was a losing move. How did it go? Center pieces again, yep. So that's a mistake. Those two central pieces are the problem again. Here attack. Oh, and you play here with this threat. And if you try to go there, there is this 1 for 2. Basic theory draw. Now I know that. Yesterday I didn't know that. So that's the way that Hide de Vries could have won this game. So this game was played in a quite a good way from both sides until this moment. Here everything happened. Here and here another mistake. And finally the game ended in a draw that way. There is no way of stopping opponent from going to the king. That was a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, so that's the way we have analyzed all 3 rounds games, and tomorrow last 2 rounds will be played at 10 and perhaps after the lunch. And the games will be broadcasted and analyzed live by Alexander Schwartzman on the channel Frisian Draughts, and as well on Twitch. And the notification about the streams is visible here on Draughts' main page, like the mine is visible here. So you can just simply follow it and see how the tournament ends, because at this moment you can see this is the tournament table, so everyone lost at least one game. Top 3 is Mr. Teike, Koistra, Fede Kramer and Feke Timensma, and other guys are still having chances to qualify to the top 8 and be part of the World Championship Frisk on Sunday. So tomorrow is the last 2 rounds of this Frisian tournament, and on Saturday there is a Grandmaster tournament and World Championship Frisk on Sunday. You've learned a lot, now it's time to apply that. It's a problem because once you know something, a theory, and you start to play games, you must lose so many games to adapt to the drafts game. But definitely I will. I will not play Frisian Draughts during streams tomorrow and the day after, but once I will stop streaming this Fryslân Open tournament or World Championship in Frisk, then definitely I will play some games, because after getting some theory from you, after getting some theory from the book I analyzed today, this book of Martin, you probably know it. Martin just sent it to me. I did have a possibility that way to follow some opening traps, and of course I want to try myself. And I will. So follow the games tomorrow, live stream on this channel, checkersTV on YouTube and on Checkers Online TV from 8 p.m. tomorrow up to 10 p.m. as today. And I hope to see you there. And I hope you enjoyed the time spent on analyzing and learning how to play this beautiful tactical way of Frisian Draughts, because I did a lot. And thank you very much for joining, thank you very much for watching, commenting, thank you very much Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue for explaining and bringing me closer this variation of drafts. Meanwhile, I would like to wish you all a good night and see you tomorrow evening. Bye bye.
Heaven just knows what it was.